What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today at the request of Dialogue, Kayaker, and Honcho. We're at new highs, guys, on a daily basis, on a daily closing basis. These are highs that we haven't seen since December. I say new highs, I don't mean new all-time highs, I just mean relative highs. New highs that we haven't seen since December of 2021, okay? It's been multiple years, and here we are. We're pretty overbought on the RSI. We're at the 85, 86 level. I put a line right there. We found resistance here a few times, right? Have gone above it before, have gone above it before. Normally you do find resistance either at this line, around this line, or a little bit below it, but there have been times where you go above it, but it's a pretty common area to find resistance on. So we could reject from here. It is possible. I would expect, with the look that we have, that we do continue to go higher. I meant to make a video on BTC yesterday, but man, I was tired. It was the Super Bowl, and I totally forgot. I spaced it, but I was saying that I was looking for this price to close above the 886. Until we have that, you know, this is not necessarily on the table. It was on the table, but not necessarily a likelihood. We very well could have rejected the 886 from there, but yesterday, 2 days ago, I'm sorry, we got the close above the 886. And here we are today following through with that. I very much do expect that we will see prices at 52.5 to 57,000 probably later this week. It'll probably happen later this week. So I do think we're going to get continuation. It is, don't get me wrong, we're very overbought right now. We could pull back maybe tomorrow or the next day even and then continue to go up. But just because we pull back from here doesn't mean that it's all over. We could pull back somewhat significantly, right? We're at 50,000 now. We could pull all the way back to 47,000, 46,000. You know, that area, and then move up from there. But I do think before we see any kind of more significant pullback like that, the areas that I'm thinking of, which is around like 45 to 44K, before we see that, I think we will see 52 to 57K first. That's like the minimum target would be $52.46 thousand. And I very much, with this close, not yesterday but the day before, closing at the 886 above it like that, that was the knife in the heart for the bears right there, right? All this was definitely like not encouraging, but that close above the 61 or the 886 like that, absolutely, I believe that we're going to see prices at 52.5 to 57,000, if not by the end of this week, sometime next week. It's going to happen very soon. Okay, so be prepared for that. I definitely think it's going up higher. We do have bearish divergence on the 4 hour, but don't be mistaken. We also have hidden bullish divergence. So, you know, I'm not really too. I was a little bit more convinced by it over here, but looking at it now, I'm not as convinced by it. Again, we could pull back a little bit from here. We could, but I doubt we pull back too much. 47,000 area, 46,000, closer to the 47,000 area, even just below 48,000 or just above it. Don't be thrown off if we do that. I absolutely would expect that we continue. The only thing that could really like prevent us from seeing 52.5 to 57,000 would be some kind of major significant reversal. And I don't think we're going to see that. I personally don't think that we're going to see that. It just looks too good. The volume's not really there, but whatever. You know, it's just how it is sometimes. It is above average on the daily at times. Not really, though. I mean, like, I don't know. I think it wants to go there nonetheless, man. I definitely do. Let's look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index real quick. Oh, man. Oh, low energy. I'm tired. Extreme greed. Wow. I was not expecting that. Wow. Hold up, guys. We might see a little pullback. Maybe not today, but soon. You know, pretty soon. Let's see. Those are the highest levels of fear and greed that we've seen literally since the bull market, you guys. The last bull market, the end of the bull market. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. We have our reasons for it. I mean, again, these things, these bullish things, they almost guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee. None of this is financial advice, but they almost guarantee 52,500 to 57,000. Now, again, I say that. Could we move lower first and then move up? Sure. Are we going to go lower than this low? Probably not. Are we going to go below this 61869 area? Probably not. Pulling back to the 886 or the 786, it is possible, and that's okay. Actually, to be completely fair, doing a move like this where you don't even hit your extended zone, if you were to pull back and close, you can go below the 886, but if you close below it, that would not look good. That would actually look not good at all. So don't do that if you want to see this thing continue to move up. Do hold support on it, and then we can go up higher. Maybe you don't even do that. Maybe you hold the 100 level and you move up, something like that. maybe you don't even move down. But again, 52.5 to 57K, somewhere around there is where I think we're going. I don't really have anything else to say. Short of some kind of major pullback happening, major like correction happening, I think everything looks good, man. And what would a major correction look like? What would it, if we pulled back to 45K, is that a major correction? No, it's not. I mean, from 50K to 45K, that's like a 10% correction, sure, but that's for the move that we're talking about, it really isn't. 44.7K is where things would get a little bit exciting from a fib perspective for things to go to the downside. On a price perspective, we'd be looking at this weekly high close at just about 44K. So if you can get the week to turn around from here and close below 44K, then prices below this low are back on the table. I very, very, very much doubt that happens. I very much doubt that we see that. I would expect that we see prices lower than this, that we potentially even see prices below 46K before moving up like too much higher. But in the more immediate term, I am looking for price to be somewhere in between like here and here, like somewhere in this box here, right? Somewhere there. And probably not this late, like move it over. It's probably going to happen like this week or next week, is what I'm thinking. Sometime this month for sure. Short, again, of some kind of major reversal. But again, the reason I'm talking about the reversal at all is because it's very unlikely. You'd have to do a lot of work to the downside, man. And it would have to happen like fast, like really, like it would have to happen this week. And I don't see that happening. That is on a price perspective, that's over a 12% decrease. You're already up. Yeah, like, I don't know. I really don't think that would happen, but it could. It is possible. This week is still going. We could form bearish divergence with that kind of look, but we'll see. Time will tell. I think the daily RSI looks really good. I think the price action looks really good. The weekly RSI is also looking really good. 52 to 57K is where we're going. I would not short Bitcoin here, man. Never short in a bull market is what I would say. I was calling for on the Discord to short here. I believe it was here. I want to say, yeah, whenever I saw this bearish divergence forming. Maybe it was here. Maybe it was here. I don't remember. But, that you would have canceled. You would have, what's the word I'm looking for? You would have stopped out, closed for a loss on this candle here. If not, waited for it. You should have taken profits or closed neutral here, because I think it was toward the top of this wick that I called for a shorting opportunity. And then it did go down, sure, but I mean, to be fair, let's see. Let's say I called it not right at there. I want to say it was somewhere around here. I mean, if you did a 5x, that could have been a 10% gain. So yeah, you could have gotten in and gotten out really quickly. But I definitely did at this point in time expect to see prices go lower. But right now, I think it's undisputable, man. 52 to 57K is where we're going. And that's all I got to say. I'm just going to keep saying the same thing over and over again until the video's done. So with that, I leave you. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Very bullish posturing right now on the 1 hour, on the 2 hour, on the 4 hour. The 4 hour RSI looks so good, man. Yeah, there's bearish divergence, but really, I think it's deceitful. I think it's deceitful. And maybe it proves to be somewhat honest and you move down a little bit, but I don't think it's going to do this. I think you might come back, find support on a previous area of resistance, and then move up from there, at the most. So at the most, you're at 50K. Maybe you move down to 48.5K, something like that, and then you move up. But it looks really good. So take care. Have a good day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.